We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway on a Monday night. This will be taken short. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd down. 3rd and 15.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 19. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Rashawn Gary, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wide motion. Joker. No.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. That is incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Hey, box truck. Middle.
Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Play action here with Rosen. He's going to air one out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he stopped immediately there. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that...
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and that'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you got to get it back.
Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. T.J. Watt. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. 6-0 our score after 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Check 52. 9's the mark. 9's the mark. Watch the run. Watch twist. Watch twist. Hug. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Hey.
They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Open man here is Hamilton. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Middle. Monday. Hey, Alpha. Here we go.
Now Rosen, and his throw here is incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
54's Mike. 54, watch 54. 80. Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check. Hey, switch gear. Hug. Slam. Hey, quarter. Check three. What do you got?
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen.
Check.
Over the middle, complete. That's Love. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
This one complete to Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Shoot.
Go. 61, matchbox, lights.
Again, it's Rosen. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Coming again.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Love. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
First down.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Second and 12 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And an alley to run. Room to run past midfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 45-yard line.
First down, New York.
You ain't going nowhere.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's complete. Henry. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Giants.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And now it's Rosen looking. Throw left side complete. It's Love. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Rosen now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Protein spill.
Jim. Hey, corner. Sweat. Watch the safety creep. Showing that. You go tight. You got tight right there. Check. Crunch.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. It's caught by Coleman. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Hey, alert. Hey, Echo.
On second and 9. Rosen got a man. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first down, here's Love. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Alert, alert, alert. Hey, high 7.
Now Rosen on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back. Monday.
Here's Love. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hug.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you up.
And now the ball's out. Fumbled near midfield. And the Redskins scoop it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Check 26, check 26.
On first down, it's Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
Check 43. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. That one complete. He finds Shark. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
I'm going back to you.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll throw it with Rosen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the hold on special teams backs them up all the way inside the 15 to start. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This time, Jackson will throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Jackson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Chark, an even 90 yards. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And he rifles one incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did. This is taken just shy of the 10 here.
solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Watch it slap, watch it slap, watch it slap.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson looking for Shepard deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. After the interception, here's Rosen. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he'll find Hall. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Past the 20. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
43 is the mic.
80. Bravo.
43 is the mic.
Now it's Rosen. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And this is caught. Give him 32 on the play. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Foster Moreau there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Giants 12. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 2 there on the dump-off. It's 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Here's Jackson, operating from the gun. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw again is Jackson. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Jackson.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks, and he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard there to make the grab, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10. Let's go!
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts. Right?
They have to be aggressive here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Switch.
On 2nd down, Love. Nifty move. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Rosen. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Love, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Rosen. Herndon's got it complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. He completes it to Tate.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Makes it 3rd and 10.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again.